Well, I am the founder of Ozma Games, a little game studio in Sweden. One thing is to see it as an advantage actually to be non-traditional, because I think a lot of the time you kind of go, oh no, I should be a gamer, I should do all of that to be able to make games, but that's not true.
Okay.
I mean, you can bring a lot of other experience into game making, and that's also something that can be very valuable, and you can find new places in the market for that.
Karin, you are the founder of Ozma. So how did Ozma happen? Tell us a little backstory there.
Yeah, actually I met Bobby Sand, which I started the company with, on a summer course in entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
And on the course we decided to work together to come up with this fictional company then that would make games. And so then after the course we were like, okay, so maybe we should do this for real.
Okay.
So that was like the whole starting point.
So that's where Ozma started off as a company. So tell me, Karin, gaming has today come to a point where practically offbeat games are gaining a lot of traction. If I had to give you an example of one such game, I think we were discussing it some time back, Limbo. Like it's, it's dark, it's broody, but it has those things which a child has, those frightful nightmares where a giant spider can come by and kill me. So they are very beautifully done offbeat games like that. So do you see a market for offbeat games like this?
Yes, I do. I mean,
so where do you see them going ahead in the future? Like, what's your take on that?
Well, it's interesting. For example, in Malmö, where we are based, there's another studio called Simogo that's made very interesting games. And their latest game called Sailor's Dream, they're going like a little bit more away from traditional gameplay and more into interactive drama, or whatever you call it, and also experimenting with more text-based things, like inside a very pretty universe.
Okay, okay.
And I see that's kind of new, and I don't know where that's exactly going, but it's like daring to move away from just gameplay and just, okay, what's a interesting experience?
Which brings me to my next question, which is, you see, the level of gaming in this country specifically has actually in this country itself has intensified a lot. So, considering we also spoke about offbeat games, you yourself, your company has come up with Words of Oz. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay, Words of Oz is a poetry game. It's
Okay.
a game, it's turn-based, so you play against someone over the internet. And it's a game where you actually make a poem together during play. So after you finish the gameplay, you have a little poem that you made, a funny or weird poem.
So basically the entire game is about this poem you've been making from level 1.
Yeah, and then afterwards you can of course like share it with your friends and
So
stuff.
why the name Words of Oz?
Well, our company name is Ozma.
So by any chance, if I may be allowed to ask, is it influenced by the Wizard of Oz?
Yes, of course.
You really like the character, don't you?
Yeah, because Ozma is the character
Okay,
of that story.
perfect. So tell me, during when you're developing a game, okay, when you make a game, there are a lot of compromises to be made, whether it's the creativity or whether it's the script. So that's a dicey decision, the head honchos have to make. So what's your take on that?
How to make that decision? Well, I think
That's a tricky one. I know.
It's always a tricky one. I think sometimes you have to just find what's like the minimal version that's still fun enough or like gets to the point of what you really want to express. And because this is, you have a tendency as a designer to want to put like everything in there because everything's cool.
So between
like
a script and a creativity, that is a very bad state to be in, because then, like you said, you get stuck up on a point. Okay, what do I do next?
So it's like an onion. You just peel away as much as possible and then try to find a core. Of course, onions have no cores at all, but you have to wear one.
Okay, perfect. So tell me, Karin, what according to you is of late the best example, according to you, the best example of creativity and script writing in gaming?
Whoa.
Come on, shouldn't be that tough to answer.
It's just because I'm...
Considering I'm talking to the woman who made Words of Oz. It's simplistic, but yet very creative.
Yeah.
So, shouldn't be hard for you.
No, it's just interesting because actually we are also interested in games that are going away from script writing a little bit and focusing on other things. like creativity, for example.
Okay, so any one such game you know of or you like a lot for its creativity of late?
Well, Words of Oz is a good example, I think.
So tell me, before I let you go for the day, any future Ozma works we should look forward to?
Where we're making another game that's about making patchworks instead. So
Patchworks.
Yep.
Okay, that sounds interesting. But thanks a lot for being with us here, Karin. It was a pleasure and an honor having you here. Thank you.
thank you.
Have a great day ahead.